appropriate governing body, the county or the
But
city.
it won't be
Is
working
more-
like the original city planning commission
Yeah.
was.
Okay, so I guess that answers your question too, George, that one does
Okay, I didn't know
not
they were gonna do that.
affect the other,
They
so,
did.
so we are autonomous, that's cool, so,
I would prefer it not to be on Tuesdays. Tuesdays, I usually have a PLUAC meeting or a water meeting.
okay.
So
So-
Monday, is Monday,
Monday or Wednesday?
I can do, Wednesday would be okay.
How's
as long
Wednesday
as it's in
sound?
the
How's
evening.
Wednesday sound to everybody?
I'm gonna share the Wednesday's better for me. I deal with issues with our office out of Las Vegas, and Mondays can be.
Is bad.
Yeah, Mondays are usually Mondays for me.
Okay.
Mondays are totally Mondays.
Let's do,
Start us a little
So
while
we
to
okay
gear
with
up.
Wednesday then?
yeah.
And Nathan, are you
Yeah.
good with
That'd be
that?
fine, yeah.
Okay.
Can I make a suggestion? Wednesdays, first Wednesday after the first Monday of every month, the Ag Board meets here at 6. So you might keep that in mind when you're deciding on Wednesday.
Okay, duly noted.
So that's the first
First
Wednesday of
Wednesday?
the month.
First Wednesday after the first Monday. So whenever we have a Monday, the very first Monday of the month.
Well, that varies so much, we could make
Yeah,
it
that
second
jumps around a
Wednesdays.
lot.
Make it the third.
The second Wednesdays are commission meetings.
That's
So we're
okay,
making
as
it
long
the
as
first
it's,
Wednesday of the
Yeah.
month.
Make it on third Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
like we had it on a
Okay.
third Tuesday
All right.
before, so
Wednesday.
a third Wednesday of the month, 5:30. Is that, shall I propose that? Third Wednesday, 5:30, and all those in favor?
And that
So
meeting
what
place,
is
We need a
it?
motion.
Well,
Yeah.
You wanna
we
hold
have to
them
have a
here?
motion in a second.
So, okay,
plus
I was just
is
gonna
that
go check
meeting-
with the
is that
library.
meeting here, by the way? Yes.
Yeah, is it here?
We probably need to check and see.
Yeah.
Let me check real quick.
okay, check if Lori's in there,
Third
yeah.
Wednesday at 5:30.
Well, either Lori will
It should be
work.
okay, because usually after hours meetings, they usually leave the stop open, and then it's up to us to shut it after we're out, so.
Yeah.
So they're pretty good about that.
Jason's looking pensive there. You have
My
a
mind's
problem
always
with
doing
that?
that, my mind's always doing this, so.
She says it's a great day.
Okay.
It's a good day?
Yep.
So
Okay.
I move for the third Wednesday of the month at 5:30 at the library.
And I'll second that.
Okay. Take a vote, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Okay, it passes. Third Wednesday at 5:30, library.
Can I make the comment,
Jason?
John?
Yes.
When you do the motion, please repeat who made the motion and who did the second for the record. Because
Okay.
sometimes they miss it if
Okay.
it's busy. And they don't like that when they miss things.
Okay. Thank you, Jan.
New protocol.
I'd like to thank Brian for drafting the resolution that you just approved. I'll fill it in and have John sign it, and Jennifer will distribute it to meeting members after the meeting.
Okay, great. And I guess next, public comment. We're opening up again for public comment, devoted to comment to general public. If any discussions, of those comments, no action may be taken upon the matter raised at the item of the agenda until matter itself has been specifically included in the agenda and an item of action that will be taken. So we're opening up our public comment, 3 minutes.
Any public comment?
Any public comment?
Going twice? Okay.
Nobody?
Just you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Chairman, in the Avenue D area, around that junkyard, we have offensive signs, blow me, bite me, owned by the city council. We need to address that. There's nothing wrong with speaking out, freedom of speech, but within reason. And when you have a $14 million property, it shouldn't be the owner that's publicizing a concern in the newspaper for the rest of the community to address. We gotta show a little more class than that. What are we gonna do when the next person that wants to invest in this community? Do the same to them? I would hope not. The previous mayor should have taken care of it. It's a very sad situation. Mr. Chairman, the building inspector was and may still be double dipping. He was paid full salary by the city and taking the $30,000 from the county. That needs to stop. The salary is supposed to be split evenly, not supplemented by another $30K. You need to look into this. That was ignored for years. We need to stop that. In Central Ely, Keith Carson is installing modular homes in the trailer park. I couldn't put a modular home on my lots. They're grandfathered in, but I am vacant. And I'm not gonna have someone else who's complained about me turn around and put a modular home in a trailer park that doesn't meet the minimum lot width, let alone a grandfathered lot. We gotta stop the selective enforcement. Supposedly there's a housing shortage, where are you gonna put them? I'm not gonna sit back and watch my lots just rot while sweetheart deals are made to entice a developer. We have to be equal and fair to everybody, including those that have been here for years. Also in that same area, he has not removed horses located within the city limits. We've got rules, we've got regulations, we've gotta be the same for everybody. Concerns that I brought out a year ago, January 17th, 2019. I was talking to the chairman. I want to remind you the codes are not being enforced. Carol McKenzie in London has yet to address flagrant disregard for ADA access on the concrete sidewalk she installed last year.
George, no one's schooling you, but you shouldn't be saying names,
Okay.
right? During public comment, making accusations on public officials.
Not an accusation.
I'm not gonna weigh in on that. I
He's
mean,
not weighing in
yeah,
on that.
yeah,
All right,
he can make names
Continue.
to his own legal detriment.
Okay,
He can
10-4.
name names,
Well,
so,
I mean,
yeah.
the concrete is there.
Yes,
Within a
it's
few
gonna
blocks.
stay there.
Within a few blocks, the Mormon church has put in curb gutter and sidewalk along the state highway. That lady was on the planning commission for years, created rules and regulations for all of us. She needs to abide by the same rules and regulations. No difference. She knows better. I want to remind you, or I want to tell you, there's no ADA access on the corners of Avenue C and 11th Street, 13th Street, and Avenue M. These were RTC projects, and when we do something new, we gotta do it right. There are handicapped people in this community, and we need to be friendly to everybody. Spend our money one time, not go back 3 or 4 times. At that time, I told them nothing was been done on 7th Street at the railroad crossing above the old grade school, Ely Grade School. That was a federal project and does not meet ADA. Riprap was installed from the fence line to the street. Handicapped people are forced out to walk in the narrow street. A person in a wheelchair would have a real tough time. I have some disabilities. I can't do maintenance along my fence line because I can't walk on my riprap without possibly suffering injury. We've got to do things right. It's a federal program, has to be done properly, and that includes addressing ADA. Was not done to date.
thank you, George, that's your 3 minutes.
Oh, something's wrong with you.
I know this is not the Greek time zone.
No, she's short on sand.
Need to ask for a motion to adjourn.
Okay, yeah, I see that right here. Okay,
Or ask for more public comment.
yes, that was my next thing. Is there any more public comment?
Yes,
Next time,
I didn't want to let you down, John.
I know. Okay,
I move with
I said,
okay, and we have a movement,
Brad.
okay, and a second.
Carol,
Carol, shall we have a vote? All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
aye.
All those opposed? Passes. We are adjourned.
Fantastic. Thank you all for coming.
Make our 6 o'clock.
You did,
Yep.
just in the time for Act 13.
Yeah, they're outside waiting.
For you guys to meet. Yay, thanks for coming. Somebody else.
This has been a Georgetown production. George Chatchis reporting. The preceding program is sponsored by The Greek, Ely's Radio Shack dealer at 570 Altman in downtown Ely, and brought to you as a public service by KGTV, Channel 10 in Ely, Nevada.